Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. Welcome to the second Twitter Space organized by Function X. This podcast is FXcast. We just started this podcast recently, and we will continue to produce more podcasts and invite more exciting guests to share about their knowledge and experience. My name is Peng. I'll be your host for tonight. I'm the marketing and partnerships lead at Function X. And we have an exciting episode today. We are chatting with Thang from Cryptocito and Cito Zone, where he is working as head of research. Welcome to the pod, Thang.
Thanks for inviting me. Um, so I'm Thang, and I'm doing content research for Cito.
Yeah, awesome. I'm so excited to have you here because I know that you are Cosmos fan, and we are also Cosmos fanboys. So I think tonight we're just mainly going to talk about Cosmos and why you are so optimistic on Cosmos, as well as I know you recently minted out your NFT project. So very excited to get into that. And maybe to quickly kick off, could you give us like a quick introduction? Like, who are you? How did you get into crypto?
So I learned about cryptos in like 2019, and I like bought my first Ethereum at that time. But then like the market was, I don't know, it went into bear market, and like everything went down so badly. So I feel like so scared, and then I exit everything, and I came back to the crypto market in early 2021 and stay in the market since then until now.
How did you end up joining Cryptocito? I saw on some of your tweets that you were originally doing a PhD. How did you end up dropping a PhD and pursuing crypto?
Actually, I finished my master degree like at the beginning of this year, and I did a master degree in biomedical engineering in Korea, and I want to like trying to find opportunities in cryptos. Um, I thought like let's try it. Let apply and try to like make contents and then start to find an opportunity to move into cryptos. And if I fail, I will just um, come back and do a PhD. Um, so yeah. So like in 2022, I feel like very excited about crypto, and I think it will become like will get mass adoption in like 5 or 10 years, and I want to be a part of this process. So that urged me to like find a job in this industry, and I start like writing contents related to crypto, to mostly Cosmos ecosystem, and I make a newsletter and publish the content on my Twitter. So publish like I think like 2 or 3 thread a week, and Cito noticed me and he hit me up and asked if I want to join his team, and I say yes. That's why I'm here.
That's awesome. Yeah, so I'm just curious, like, what about Cosmos got you interested? Like, is it the tech or is it something else?
I don't know how everyone approach crypto, but in 2021 when I like came back to crypto, there are a lot of like uh, on layer one blockchain, um, and so at the time I try out a lot of different blockchain from like Solana, Avalanche, Polkadot, and Near, and Cosmos. Um, so I move money around, and I figure out that Cosmos is like easy to use. At that time, I think we already have like Osmosis. And if you came on Twitter and you tweet something about Cosmos, people will like actually engaging with you. So I think people are friendly. So and really open to chat to you. So I think that is what keep me like in this ecosystem. So there is a tech side, the multi-chain vision, so Internet of Blockchain vision, and also the community side.
Yeah, yeah, totally. I think it's often a mixture of both the tech and the community that brings people in. And I'm just curious, did you attend Cosmoverse last month?
No, I didn't.
Okay. But I'm still curious to ask you, right? Maybe from your vantage point, how did you think Cosmoverse played out? And just from your observation on Twitter, like what is the current vibe of Cosmos?
Um, I think like people are like all projects are shipping. So if you dive into Cosmos, you will see like a lot of projects are shipping like a lot of stuff, but user are not that much like compared to like 1 years or 2 years ago, and I think this is the same situation for the whole space, and a lot of blockchain like pivot into Ethereum layer 2. Um, yeah, um, so it's the common things, and for the tech side, I still think Cosmos is one of the best tech stack for app change for the internet blockchain vision. So yeah, and for Cosmoverse, I think Cito mentioned that like this year is they have the highest participants like ever compared to the two previous one. So that also a bullish things.
Yeah, totally. You mentioned that some projects are shipping, so I'm just curious, like if you could highlight one or two projects that you're really optimistic or bullish on, like what would they be?
Um, I think of course we are in Cosmos, so everyone like will look into Atoms, Cosmos Hub. Um, so right now we have two teams like working dedicate working on the hub, and also we have like AA DAO to fund all the initiative around the hub. So it's a good thing, and it just happened this year or like early this year, and you will see like Neutron just start and how they like how they move, how they do they merge with other projects, and you can tell that they are the leading team are very clever, and also Stride. I do think that Stride is like kind of like one of the best team in Cosmos. Yeah, and also Osmosis just ship like they told that they will ship Osmosis 2.0, and then also they just ship supercharged liquidity recently. So yeah, a lot of things happenings.
Yeah, totally. I think also, I think DYDX, Celestia
Yeah,
both launched their mainnet, and I think
yeah. That's
and
correct.
Nomic is bringing BTC to Cosmos, so that's quite interesting. Yeah, and there are IBC's connections to to Avalanche and to many other layer ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, and but I'm also very curious to ask you this because you had a very interesting tweet. And in your tweet, you asked your followers about their biggest concern for Cosmos. And you have four options, right? First one is high inflation. Second one is Cosmos cartel. The third one is too decentralized. And the last one is no value accrual mechanism. And I'm just curious, like, what led you to make this tweet?
Um, actually like we are thinking about like making a video on this one topic. So so I kind of wanted what tweet it out and to see like how people what people think is what are their concerns about Cosmos.
I think it's a great tweet. And because it really highlights that Cosmos, although Cosmos is great, the tech is great and the people are great, but there are some issues with Cosmos. So maybe you could just, and those issues were highlighted in your tweet. So I'm just really curious about what you think, if you could elaborate on some of those points that you made.
So maybe I will just go through each point one by one. So first, Cosmos Hub or like most of Cosmos chain have very high inflation, and it's kind of like a way to attract user at the first place, early adopter to like stake their token. But right now, like high inflation, like it's not gonna work in long term. So there are like some teams or some proposal to like change this one. I think it will be cut down below 10% in like in the next 1 or 2 months. We have a proposal to discuss on this one. For the second one, it's I think it's kind of like an effect of like having open governance. So compared to other blockchain like Solana or Ethereum, you have like a foundation leading the development and everything. So you don't actually have like open discussion on where the future of blockchain will go. So all of this will happen like behind the scene, and you not see it online. But in Cosmos, it's different because everything is debate like openly in the public. So everyone can join and watch the whole process, or even participate in the discussions. For to decentralize, not too many people concerned on this one, but this is my concern. So compared to like similar to the previous one, compared to other like layer one blockchain, when they have a foundation and they decide like which direction they want to go, they will just go into that direction. For example, you see Solana, they think themselves as like a monolith blockchain, layer L1, and they don't do roll up and stuff, and they just go into that direction. But 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 for Cosmos, we are a little bit different. Like we have a lot of team contributing to Cosmos, and each team have their own interest and their own like view on how Cosmos should evolve. So they work in they will move in different direction and not in the same direction. So it could cause the development to be slowed down compared to like other layer one. And for the last one, I'm kind of surprised with this one because a lot of people also think that this is a big concern for Cosmos, but I think there aren't many blockchain that have a good value accrual mechanism, and this is kind of like a meme to me. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. A lot of application layer governance token as well do not have value accrual. But I think correct me if I'm wrong. The Atom Economic Zone is trying to resolve this value accrual problem. Maybe you could share with us more about how you view the AEZ and its long-term vision.
Um, so the AEZ is like a way to positioning the hub, the Cosmos hub, at the center uh, of the Cosmos ecosystem, and the Cosmos hub is kind of like a security provider to other chain, and in return, consumer chain can pay a fee back to the hub. Um, I I think this is one way to like add more utility, like more activity to the hub, around the hub, and also like some way it will, like the succeed of the consumer chain will also directly affect to the succeed of the hub. So compared to like a standalone chain like Osmosis, for example, if Osmosis succeed, it doesn't really add value back to Cosmos Hub at the moment. But when app chain in the atomic economic zone, they build out and they receive support from the hub, and if they succeed, the hub will also succeed because they the hub will hold some, we have we have some like share revenue with them, or also the hub will can do some kind of token swap with the consumer chain to like the hub can hold like 5 or 10% of the consumer chain to make sure like both of them are aligned with each other. And in the future we can see like a lot of applications like becoming a consumer chain. So we will have, like right now we have Neutron as a smart contract platform. Um, Later on, we can see like an IBC hub. So like every blockchain, if like even outside of Cosmos, if they want to use IBC, they can uh, they can transfer through that IBC hub, and the hub will be the security provider for that chain. And also Noble, the USD asset issuance chain with native USDC, will also join consumer chain, will become a consumer chain in the next few months. So as more chain like join the Atom economic zone, the hub will start to like accrue more value and increase the value for its token.
Yeah, I think you explained the AEZ really well. It sounds like you are quite optimistic about the AEZ for the future of the Atom token and Cosmos as well.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, moving on, I want to talk about NFTs in Cosmos. I think you have a very interesting project. So, but before we go there, can you just give us a quick overview of the current state of NFTs in Cosmos? Like, which are the popular marketplaces? Of course, we know Stargaze, and which are the more popular NFTs? And what's the overall vibe of the NFTs in Cosmos now?
There are many, like there are some NFT marketplace in Cosmos. Like besides Stargate, we have like previously we have a lot of activities on Secret Network, on Lunar before it collapsed, and we have also have Omniflix and some smart contract chain like Agway. They also have or Injective. They also have NFT marketplace. But I think right now the highest the marketplace with highest volume is Stargate and most user in Cosmos.
Yeah, and so you recently launched your NFT project called Chop Chop. So I'm really curious, like what is Chop Chop about? What is your vision for Chop Chop?
Um, it's actually just like a group of friends. Like, so I gather a group of friends to work on something fun together. So we launched this project, and it's like me myself learning how to lead a project and do a lot of things, and also like do the community buildings, because NFTs projects is have two main things in it, like the art and also the community. So I learned how to uh, I'm not the designer, but I'm learned how to like grow the community like from the start.
So what did you learn about community building doing this project?
Um, so I mean, like we just launched for like I think a week. So um, so my thesis is we want to try come up with idea and try it fast, and if we fail, we move to another idea. And it in NFT, the way we do it is really different from like uh, corporation marketing or branding, because we don't prepare very big projects, but rather because like if we roll out and like nobody care about it, then it's such a waste of time. But the way we do it is we try to make the minimum version of it that can offer like what we want and what we want to test, and see if the community like it, and then we can continue with that one. If it's not work, we will just moving on. And from what I saw is uh, at the relaunch period, I have a feeling that there are not much active user right now. But after the launch, I think more people are coming, and they are actually try to uh, chat and interacting um, with our projects on a daily basis. And I don't know how to say it, but kind of like creating a community is kind of like you creating a group of friends, like you nurture it and kind of have like a friendship, like internet friendship around that one. Yeah, so that is my experience with the current projects.
Yeah, I mean your NFT minted out in like 10 minutes according to your tweet. So congratulations on that.
Yeah,
Um,
thank you.
and I'm also curious because you are Vietnamese and I'm guessing you are based in Vietnam.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, what is the Cosmos community like in Vietnam?
Um, there's not that much of cosmonaut in Vietnam. Um, there are, I think there are like 4 or 5 team Cosmo like projects in Vietnam, and one of them are, one or two of them are really big. Like I don't know if you know Notional,
Yeah.
and another one is Aura Network. So they are big projects with a lot of funding. Um, but from the community's perspective, um, the community, Cosmos community in Vietnam is not that much compared to other projects like Solana or Polkadot. Um, I think because for other projects in Vietnam specifically, they host developer events, and user events like frequently, and big events like frequently, so that like they educate people about their blockchain. But for Cosmos, nobody do that, or actually we don't have a foundation to fund all that initiative. So people don't really know much about Cosmos in Vietnam.
I see. So I think to wrap up, as a final question, if someone is new to Cosmos, whether this person is in Vietnam or anywhere in the world, how would you advise this person to approach Cosmos? Like what's the, for example, what apps should this person try out first, or is there any resource that he or she can go to, or any general advice at all?
I think the best way. I think the best way is to um, like withdraw some fund from the centralized exchange and download Kepler wallet or Lip wallet, and then try to use Osmosis or Stargate. Um, and if you like your experience, you can like continue to explore from there. And actually, on Osmosis, you can do a lot of things like borrow and lending, or like BEP trading with Levana. So yeah, if you like it, you can start to explore more.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you so much, Thang. Thank you for sharing your knowledge. I'm sure our listeners here really benefited from what you just shared. Yeah, and that's the end of episode 2 of FXcast. We will have the third episode later this month, so do keep in touch with our Twitter account. Thank you so much, and have a good day.